To begin, we are going to do the fire hydrant exercise. First, get down on your hands and knees with your wrists under your shoulders and your knees hip width apart. Keeping the knee bent, raise one leg up and out to the side until it's level with your hip. Then, return to the starting position and repeat, and then switch legs. Now, we are going to do the 90-90 hip switch exercise. Start by sitting on the floor with your hands behind your back, sitting in a comfortable position while keeping your chest up. From here, you're going to position your right leg so it extends in front of your body, your outer thigh against the floor. This puts your hip in an external rotation. Then from here, you're going to bend your right knee at 90 degrees angles so your calf is parallel to your torso, and your outer knee and your outer calf should be resting on the floor. Keep your right foot out relaxed and straight, toes pointing away. Now lift your left with your left leg. It should extend off to your left side with your inner thigh resting against the floor. As you might have guessed, this position pulls your hip into an internal rotation. Bend your left knee at 90-degree angle. Then you will leave your lower leg pointing straight back and away from your buttocks. Your inner knee and your inner calf should be against the floor. Keep your left foot relaxed and straight. Your toes will point to the left with both legs in proper position, and repeat until you have reached your adequate amount of reps. Now we are going to move into the windshield wiper exercise. To begin, you're going to lie on your back with your arms straight out to the side with your palms up. Then from here, you're going to lift your legs. You could either bend your knees at 90 degrees or keep your legs straight up in the air. From that position, you're going to rotate the hips to one side without letting the legs touch the floor. Then lift your legs and return to the starting position. Rotate the hips to the opposite side and repeat until the set is complete. The next exercise we're going to do is the kettlebell swing. First, stand tall, still gripping the bell. Keep your arms long and loose while squeezing your shoulder blades together and engaging your core. Soften your knees, shift your body weight into your heels, and lower your butt back and down toward the wall behind you. Driving through your heels, explode through your hips to send the weight swinging upward to your quads. Aim for your chest height with your arms extended. Achieving this finishing position requires you to snap your hips through, contracting your core while squeezing your glutes. As the kettlebell begins to descend, let the weight do the work as you're ready your body for the next rep. Shift your weight back into your heels while hinging on your hips and loading both your hamstrings and glutes. Receive the weight of the kettlebell, allowing it to ride back between your legs. And as the kettlebell makes the transition backward or forward, drive through your heels and hips to repeat. Next is the hip thruster. From here, you're going to set your back against the elevated surface like a bench or a box with your knees bent and feet flat on the ground. The bench should hit just below your shoulder blades and your feet should be about your shoulder width apart. You can rest your elbows on the bench as well. Keeping your chin tucked, push through your heels until your thighs reach parallel to the floor. Your legs should form a 90-degree angle. Squeeze your glutes at the top, then return to start. You may use a light weight, such as a light barbell, or even dumbbells, but body weight will do just fine. Next, we're going to move into the goblet box squat. Biggest thing here is to find adequate dumbbell weight and an adequate box or bench to reach right below your knees where you are able to bend at 90 degrees. Once you have found those things, first select a dumbbell, position it at your chest height with one hand and under each edge of the dumbbell. Then take a deep breath and descend simultaneously, pushing the hips back, bending the knees. Once your glutes touch the box behind, reverse the movement back up, keep your abs braced, and drive your feet through the floor. Drive back to the starting position and repeat for the desired number of repetitions. Now we are going to do the alternating dumbbell lunge. To begin, you're going to have two dumbbells, both at the side of your body. Then you're going to inhale, take a big step backwards with your right leg landing on the ball of your feet. Bend the knee until the right thigh approaches parallel to the ground. The left leg is bent at the knee and balance on the toes while the lunge position. Step right foot back on an exhale to return to the starting position, then repeat this motion with the left leg. Next, we're going to do an elevated calf raise. To begin, position the body at a dorsiflex position where your balls of your feet are elevated. Then from here, you're going to raise your heels slowly, keeping your knees extended but not locked. Pause for 1 second when you're standing as much as to the tip of your toes as you can. Then lower your heels back to the ground, returning to the starting position. Now we are moving into a side plank workout. Lie on your side with your body fully extended and elbows under your shoulder while keeping in line with your wrist, elbow, and shoulder. Lift your body off the ground and balance your weight between the forearm and the side of the foot. Keep your body in a straight line and hold for as long as you can or as the time is written down. Change sides and repeat. Now we are going to move into the plate hold. Plate hold is isometric contraction, so all you need to do is grab a plate, bend the elbows at 90 degrees, engage the core, engage the scaps, stand nice and tall, head forward, while maintaining that flexion in the elbows. And all you need to do is hold the plate as long as you can. Now we're going to move into a modified hip flexor stretch. First, you're going to position yourself down on one knee. Then the front leg is just going to extend forward while keeping your heel on the floor. You're going to move forward as much as you can until you feel that stretch. Once you feel that stretch, you're going to hold it for a count of 30 seconds and then switch legs. Now we're going to move into a regular hip flexor stretch. To begin, you're going to position yourself just as you did for the modified one, down on one knee with one leg in front. Then from here, you're going to extend back, straighten out that back leg, making sure that your front leg remains contact with the floor, keeping your heel down on the floor, chest up, and head straight. You're going to hold it for a count of 30 seconds. Now we are going to move into the post-cuff stretch. To begin, you're going to stand nice and tall. With one arm, you're going to reach across the body. The other arm, you're going to swing over it and pull as much as you can. Once you feel that stretch, you're going to hold it for whatever count you need to do, and then you're going to switch arms and repeat. Now, following the assault bike. First, you're going to position the seat about hip width, standing next to it. Then you're going to hop onto the seat, sit nice and tall, head forward, and you're just going to pedal for as hard and as fast as you need to go, and forever how long you need to go. And there are arm positionings to help you push as well if needed.